Tapping into the winter bark in the bright snow, sap gurgle to bucket boil in the frost we know.
Mapling is this process where you're tapping the sugar maple trees at a time when the weather is above freezing during the day, or above freezing and then below freezing, ideally at night. The sap is just like collecting all the like minerals and sweetness from the ground and from its roots and just running through the tree. When the weather's right in springtime, you're allowed to just collect that sap. The indigenous community in New York were like some of the first people to like teach us how to do it. And they would do it in a way where they were making maple sugar. And so that's why we call it sugaring.
Sugaring, a quiet drain of maple in the land the way it was in olden times, in protest of cane and lash and beetroot, a new way of getting sweet across a plate, round in the mouth, a defiance from the forest. Sugaring, a tradition of abolition.
So the old hoes like heal up in like 2 years versus like these ones. And then these are like check valves. So this is a way when you have like, a lot of people have like a vacuum pump. And so this makes sure that nothing goes back into the tree. So no like bacteria goes into the tree. My family they're from the down south, so we were lucky enough to have enough land in our backyard where they were growing food. They were growing sweet corn and tomatoes and all types of stuff, collard greens and okra. I grew up with fried green tomatoes and fried okra and that type of thing. Growing up, my dad wasn't around, and a big part of like him not being around was because he was in prison. I think I was grappling with where is my direction, how to deal with my anger as a kid. I got arrested for like, I don't know, some bullshit. I was in a jail, and I was just like, man, all these black people are in jail. This is not for me, and this is not for anybody that I look like. It was definitely this realization of black people in chains is everything that I am against.
Every year the seasons return like familiar faces. Long forgotten loves return to visitation. Everyone deserves something sweet. A red freedom, a hot thing bubbling up to make them new. Something to look forward to.
there was a community of abolitionists that would use maple syrup as a way to boycott the sugar plantation. I'm doing abolition work, prison abolition work, but it's similar in the same lineage of the slavery abolitionists. And so, this year we had like a couple of things where we would call it like abolition and waffles. We're talking about abolition work, but having waffles with the syrup that we made from the sugar maples here.
Sugaring, a tree's bloodline, in the cold when the birds have all flown south, what hibernates and what calls itself home when it is merely storage for what the world has cast away. Sugaring, a science designed for warming the heart in the absence of loved ones, a drip into batter, a new way.
Sweet freedom, can you taste it? Sweet freedom, can you taste it? Can you taste it? Sweet freedom, sweet freedom, can you taste it? Sweet freedom, can you taste it?
Oh man. Oh my God.
The way prison food reeks of contempt for the mouths set to eat it, the cruelty of being away from love, and what makes its way across the plate barely recognizable as sustenance. Meanwhile, the maple makes its minerals up from the root, and the sunny freeze right before spring. We learn not to waste when we are young, as what little we have is precious to us. And then when we grow, we see how our whole lives are squandered of their sweetness.
This is the freedom that I'm talking about. And we make it in a series of actions and opportunities wherever we are.
As a person who has been incarcerated for the past 27 years, the conditions place me under a lot of stress. If the restrictions go into place, I will no longer be able to consume fresh produce, which is the proven preventative health care measure. Some of the foods I will miss receiving are broccoli, zucchini, cabbage, and grapes. I appreciate when I receive my packages from my family members, knowing that they took their time to buy these things. I hope that this message will help you reconsider your proposal to end packages brought to and mailed to the facilities from our family members. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, enjoy.
Yeah.
When we learn from the indigenous bricks of maple sugar, a pulp to coat the tongue, a salve, a solution.
Whatever we make, it's going to support abolition work, and like support the families and folks inside.